So this is a kind of example of a few things that I'm working on. We have got some tablets that I'm working on setting up with our crews with new tablets for this season because we're upgrading to a new software. With this software, our guys will be able to, out there in the field, click in and out of a job so we know right there where they're at back at the office. This also helps making billing and any notes a lot easier there. With this new software, we will be able to invoice our customers. They can pay online, see their past service history, all that kind of good stuff. So it's quite a bit of an undertaking of developing a new software and getting that implemented, as I'm sure anybody deals with that could relate to. Another cool thing that I'm dealing with is our vehicle trackers that we're using on all of our vehicles to see where they're at and all of our pieces of equipment. We're upgrading that with a new provider. So all of our assets or pieces of equipment, our trucks out in the field, we can mobilely see where they're at, see their fuel level, see how they're speeding, braking, idling, and also keeps track of their maintenance. So oil changes, all that kind of good stuff we all get right there. So another thing we've been working on a lot is making sure things are all ready to go. So we've been going over all of our equipment and making sure it's ready for the next snowstorm. Right now the guys are currently unloading the salt back into the pile. Then we'll wash off the trucks. We wash them off twice after every event so we don't have all that salt built up on there. So we've had a busy couple of weeks with salt, and we've had like 4 or 5 salting events the past 2 weeks, which is a little unusual for us, but snow keeps us pretty busy in the wintertime, so that's a major thing that we're worried about right now. So another thing we're getting ready for is spring cleanups. So from mulching to trimming back shrubs, putting down pre-emergent fertilizer in the beds or in your lawn, we're getting those estimates out and getting those scheduled and on the books. It takes us about 6 weeks, almost to a month, 2 months actually, to get through that whole list. So it's a good time to get on that list early, and so that way we have it on the route and we'll get those done as soon as we can. So right now we're on the way to look at a couple projects the guys have been working on just to make sure that they're going according to plan. I need to see what additional materials that we're going to need on the project and where we're at on it compared to our labor hours that we had budgeted on. So we're going to go take a look at that. There's also a couple projects that we're going to look at the same time that I've got estimates on that I need to finalize a few measurements and details. So a good majority of my time, whether it's in the winter time or in the summertime, is spent behind the wheel driving from job to job. So we're at a project that we're nearing the completion of. I highlighted it with the video a little while back. So I'm just checking on a few things to make sure they're in order. We've got our pizza oven in, so everything looks good with that. We've got all of the stonework done on it. Now we just got to make sure that we've got everything we need to construct the top part of that and get the chimney out of there so that can be in operation. This is just one of the things I got to worry about doing, is making sure I have all the punch list items lined out, different trades lined out, to make sure this project gets finished. One of the last things we'll be doing is lining out with our sub on finishing that deck and redoing that, so that matches the quality of what they've got out here. So this is just one of the things that I'm working on this time of year. I'm at another stop right now. This customer looks like they wanted a quote for leaf removal, so springtime cleanup. So pick up all the leaves, clean up the flower bed up there, get rid of those ornamental grasses. Looks like they have a rebuild a retaining wall and also do some work down by the lake. So this is another one of those properties that we're kind of getting ready for the spring cleanup, that kind of thing already this time of year. And this is something that we could be doing at any time. So if you have a cleanup project, now's ideal. It's the end of January. Everybody asks, when's a good time to be planning a landscape project? This is ideal time. Have you seen all the projects that we have lined up? We've already got the first couple months booked up, probably through May. So it's always a good time right now to get on the schedule, get things going, and getting an idea of what materials are out there, what kind of plants, that we can do as far as a remodel, which has been a really popular thing we've been doing the past few years. So just as you'd remodel a kitchen or a bathroom, remodeling the outside. Say you've got an outdated 30-year-old landscape, you've got just a bunch of green things out front, giving it a little color, ripping the stuff out, starting fresh. It's I guarantee you it'd be a whole lot easier than remodeling a bathroom or a kitchen. So don't put that off. Retaining walls, got an area not very usable. You need to level off an area, build a retaining wall, or maybe it's replacing those old timber tie walls that have rotten out. That's a very popular thing that we keep busy with. So those are just some of those ideas. So if you got that, it's things that have been an issue or things you've been wanting to, that you've been putting off. Good time to think about it now. So get it on the books so we can hopefully work together and figure out a good plan of action for you so you can actually use it this summer and not go through another year wishing you'd have done something different. This is another thing that we've been working on this winter. It's not really a whole much of working on, but we've got a new truck, so we equipped it with a new plow and new flatbed with boxes on it so we can carry sidewalk salt and carry our shovels whenever it snows. It's all got undercoating underneath to prevent the snow from sticking underneath there and rotting everything out. So just another one of those things that we're preparing for the next year and the next season. So this will be really versatile for us and replace a 15-year-old truck that has pushed snow for about 9 of those years. All right, guys, so hopefully that gave you a sneak peek into what a landscaper does in the wintertime besides snow removal. Thanks.